Good morning everyone, it's Maria here. Thank you for joining me today. I posted a photo of this on my Instagram account, and as you know, I post a lot on my Instagram since it's so easy to create a project and then take a photo and just post it there. But I got a lot of feedback from this, and even my sister wanted me to do a tutorial for this. I thought it's really cute and it is perfect for spring. It can be a treat holder as a gift, or it can be a tea light holder. If you actually punch a hole at the bottom of this, then it can be a tea light holder, and you can use this as a home decoration. I really love the color combination that I used for this project. This is chocolate chip, this is baked brown sugar, that's melon mambo, and I think that's blushing bride with baked brown sugar ink, and then this is pistachio pudding. I really love the color combination, and I thought it's really cute, and it's a perfect decoration for spring or a treat holder for Easter. I mean, the possibilities are endless really. So I didn't have the mini milk carton die from Stampin Up, and I found a tutorial on PootlesPapercraft, and she made this as a treat holder. She didn't make a birdhouse. She made this box as a treat holder, and I thought this will be cute for this birdhouse, so I made mine into a birdhouse. So if you are interested to see how I made this box, then please keep watching. So for the mini milk carton, which is this part of the project, we will only need one cardstock, and this is cut at 8 1/4 long by 5 1/2. So that's 5 1/2 by 8 1/4. And then for the roof of our mini birdhouse, this is cut 1 by 7/8 wide by 5 inches long, and I've already embossed this. I used the textured arrow embossing folder from Stampin Up, and I also use my scallop decorative punch to punch it out and make it look more like a roof or a shingle or whatever, and that's what we're going to use for the roof. But for this, we will only need one 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to show you now how to score this. So I'm going to use my Stampin' trimmer because this also has a scoring blade. So on the 8 1/4 side, we will score, and we will turn our cardstock. On a 5 1/2 side, we will score it at 1. So we will end up with something like this. And now all we have to do is reinforce our score lines. This is how we're going to close the box. So we only need one sticky strip on this side to actually close the box. And since I am using this box as a tea light holder, I will, after we cut our score lines at the bottom, I'm actually going to punch a little hole on all of the sides of the cardstock so we can use it as a tea light holder. Now that we have all our scoring done, we would just need to cut this bottom portion right here. Leave the top out. We will just cut this bottom portion right here up to the score line, the first score line. And for this piece, we will just get rid of this. We don't need this. Now before we do any further, since this box, as you can see, I actually stamped this using our Stampin' Up wood stamp, and I'll show you in a second. Then this is the time to actually stamp your cardstock. This is the wooden stamp from Stampin' Up. As you can see, it's really huge. And then I'm using the baked brown sugar classic ink, which is the same color as this cardstock. It's just going to give it some sort of like a watermark effect if you're using the same ink. So I'm going to turn this upside down from here, and that's how I'm going to stamp. I'm just going to ink this up. And since this is not going to be shown because it's going to be covered with, that's going to be our roof, and this is just going to be at the bottom of the box, I'm going to fold this for now and stamp, make sure that I stamp at least these 3 sides right here so that it shows, and then we can just stamp this part later after we're done with the front side. So I'm just going to do this on my cardstock so it fits, and I'm just going to use the scrap paper to just reinforce that stamp. Just be careful not to move your cardstock. And that's what we have so far. And since we are missing this side, I'm gonna ink up my stamp again. And we are just going to stamp this part out. I'm just going to do this part. And use my fingers again. And as you can see, it doesn't even look like you stamped it twice. So that's all the stamping that we're going to do. Since I'm using this as a tea light holder, I'm going to put a hole at the bottom so we can put the tea light, and then we can also change the tea light battery and turn it on and off. So now that we have that, we're just going to punch out a hole on this one, just like the little birdhouse, and I'm going to use my 1-inch circle punch. You can use any punch you want, but I'm just using my 1-inch circle punch, and we just need to make sure that it's right in the middle of this square right here. So I'm gonna get my circle punch and I'll be right back. I just folded this part right here, and I'm just going to punch the little tiny hole and just lining it up just so it's in the middle of the and if you push it all the way, then that's gonna be perfect. So I'm just making sure that I'm lining it up, and then I'm gonna punch, and that made that hole slightly bigger, but it's okay, it doesn't really matter. So now that we have that, we're just going to put sticky strip on this side. A tea light, then you want to make sure that it will hold it nicely. So there you have it. That's what you have so far. And now before we close this, we're just going to use a sticky strip for this just to close the box. But before we close the box, on top, I'm going to close this part first, because this is the better one, and I'm just also going to use sticky strip for this. So I've already put a sticky strip at the bottom of the box, and this is going to be the front of our this is where the bird is going to go. But this is what we have so far, and all you have to do is pinch it like so, since you already have the score line on top here. See, all you have to do, if it doesn't fold the way you wanted it to fold, then all you have to do is reinforce your fold and then pinch it on top again, like I'm doing here. And I'm gonna get my tea light right now so I can put it inside my little birdhouse, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that we have our little tea light, we're going to put it in the box. Foam dots. This will probably hold it better. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I've moved the tea light around just a little bit so I can turn it on and off, and also change the battery if I need to. So that's what we have so far right now, and all we have to do is decorate the roof. So you can put sticky strip over here to close your box, but I think I'm going to use my mini attacher, sorry about that, my tiny attacher from Tim Holtz, because it's this is cardstock, so I'll be right back. So I've got my tiny attacher here, and I'm just closing the box. And the tea light is right there, and we can still turn it on and off, but the box is already closed. So all we have to do now is get the cardstock right here. I'm gonna fold this in half, just so I can reinforce the middle piece, and that's what we're going to put over here to create the roof. I'm gonna attach this to the mini milk carton using sticky strip. So we have our tiny birdhouse right now. So we're just going to embellish it now. All right, now that we have the pieces together, we're just going to decorate our birdhouse. And we're gonna need the tiny pop dots again. And I'm using plain, we're just going to pop up the wing. And that's our little spring decor tea light holder, mini milk carton, birdhouse, whatever you want to call it. This is such a cute decor for spring, and a nice decoration for your house. And I just turned on the tea light. As you can see, it looks really cute. And isn't that amazing? It's so adorable. I'm so happy. And this is just a plain one, but this is the mini tea light holder. That would be a very cute decoration for spring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I haven't forgotten, I would still post my craft room tour. I'm just really organizing more for now, so that when I show you guys, then it's a bit more organized. It's actually disorganized right now because I was just traveling and I just came back from the Far East, but I promise you that I will show you the craft room tour as soon as it's possible. But this is our project for today. It's the mini milk carton birdhouse tea light holder, and I think it's really adorable, and it's great for spring or for your Easter decor, and it's a great project to make, and even your kids would love making one of these. So happy crafting, and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to me if you're not subscribed yet, and I will see you on my next video. Bye for now.